The night was quiet in the heart of Lagos, but for Amanda Okonkwo, the richest young woman in Nigeria, silence was a burden. Her mansion stood like a kingdom, filled with chandeliers and gold-plated doors, yet her heart was lonelier than a desert without rain. At 35, Amanda had everything: oil blocks in Port Harcourt, real estate in Ikoyi, and businesses spread across Africa. But all the money could not buy her the one thing she longed for: true companionship. Her only son, Chibuzo, a boy of 7, had just recovered from a long illness. The doctors had said something strange that broke her soul. "Madam, your son needs a father figure. His healing will be complete when he feels the love of a father." Amanda cried that night in her velvet room, clutching her child's hand. She had been betrayed before. Men who came for her money, not her heart. Men who saw her not as a woman, but as a golden goose. But fate works in strange ways. On a rainy evening, while her convoy was held up in traffic under the Obalenda Bridge, Amanda looked out of her tinted window. There, under a torn umbrella, sat a man with ragged clothes, a beard overgrown, and eyes that carried the weight of forgotten dreams. He was feeding scraps of bread to stray dogs, whispering gently to them as though they were his family. Amanda felt something unusual stir in her chest. She asked her driver to stop. Her guards were uneasy. "Madam, it's dangerous. He could be mad." But she ignored them. She stepped out, rain soaking her designer gown. The homeless man looked up, startled. "Why are you feeding dogs when you can barely feed yourself?" Amanda asked softly. The man gave a sad smile. "Because even dogs deserve love. And sometimes they are the only ones who give it back." Something broke inside her. She looked into his eyes and saw not madness, but depth, wisdom, and pain. The next day, Amanda returned secretly, without her convoy. She found him again. His name was Ebuka. Once a brilliant engineer, he had lost everything after a failed business deal, betrayal, and the death of his wife. He had wandered the streets for 5 years, invisible to the world. They talked for hours under that bridge. She listened, really listened. And for the first time in years, Amanda laughed. One evening, Amanda's son, Chibuzo, met Ebuka. The boy's eyes lit up instantly. They played with pebbles on the roadside, laughed at silly jokes, and Amanda watched with tears in her eyes as her son's spirit shone brighter than it had in months. That night, unable to sleep, Amanda made the boldest decision of her life. She returned to Ebuka, knelt before him on the dusty ground, her diamond earrings glistening in the dim streetlight. "Ebuka, please, marry me," she whispered, voice trembling. The homeless man stared in disbelief. "You? A billionaire? Me? A man who has nothing but the clothes on my back?" Amanda's tears fell. "I have everything, yet I have nothing. You love without asking for anything in return. My son smiles because of you. I don't need your wealth. I have mine. I just need your heart. Please, marry me." Ebuka resisted. Society would laugh. Her family would curse. "They will call me a gold digger," he said. But Amanda held his hand. "Let them talk. Happiness is not bought in the market. If you can stand beside me when I have everything, then I will stand beside you even if the world calls me a fool." When her family found out, they raged. Her father thundered, "Amanda, do you want to shame the Okonkwo name? A homeless man as your husband?" But Amanda stood tall, tears in her eyes. "Yes, Papa, because this homeless man has given me more peace in 1 week than all your rich suitors gave me in 10 years. The news shook the nation. Newspapers screamed, "Billionaire heiress to wed homeless man." Social media buzzed with insults and disbelief. But on the wedding day, as Amanda walked down the aisle in a simple white gown, holding her son's hand, Abuka stood waiting, wearing a suit gifted by her but pride that was all his own. When their eyes met, the hall fell silent. It was not the wealth or the scandal people saw, it was love. Pure, raw, undeniable love. As the priest declared them husband and wife, Amanda whispered through her tears, "Now I have everything." And in that moment, even the heavens seemed to rejoice.